Hello, I'm going to give you a review on this little Bible that I have. It is a Holman Christian Standard Bible, large print, compact. It's a hand size, they call it the hand size giant print Bible in a compact format. So this one here has an easy to read type, footnotes, topical subheads, presentation page, words of Christ in red, plan of salvation, concordance, full color maps, and a ribbon marker. And this is done by Holman. So on the back, it goes over those same features that we just looked at on the front, but then it also has this little feature here that just shows setting the standard in Bible scholarship. So if I can get that from having that glare on there, I'll hold that there, so if you wanted to pause that and read it, it just gives you a little breakdown on the Holman Christian Standard Bible if you're not familiar with this translation. Here is your ISBN number. It does show that it retails for $14.97 and states that it is the black bonded leather. So again, there is the box. From my hand there, you can tell that it is a small Bible. But let's go ahead and move this box out of the way and take a peek at the actual Bible. So we're going to go ahead and look at the Bible itself. Again, it is a black bonded leather, but for a bonded leather, I was really impressed with how soft this is and how smooth it is. It's really flexible for a bonded leather. It doesn't feel brittle like a lot of the bondeds do. You can see that it has that tooled edge all the way around. It does have that both front and back. Let's take a look at the spine. We have Holy Bible, Holman CSB, large print compact, and then the Holman logo. So this one here is not the new CSB. This one is the HCSB, which was prior to that. So let's go ahead and take a peek at it. So as you can see, we do have a paper paste down liner, which is cardstock, but they've done a nice job. The corners look good. We do have a presentation page. This just shows that it is a Holy Bible, large print, compact edition. Over here, it's going to give you the dates on when this was done. Of course, you have your typical pages that you always have, the books of the Bible. You've got a plan of salvation, which that's pretty neat. I did like that. It does give you the introduction to the Holman Christian Standard Bible. If you do pick one up in this translation, I do suggest reading this. It is good information. Kind of lets you know the textual base of this particular translation and the goals of it. So it gives you a little bit of information too on how they use their bullet points and their footnote system, because it is a little bit different with that. Let's get in and look at the text. So here you can see that for a small Bible, this is very readable. I mean, this Bible is tiny, but that text is very easy to read. I can read this with no readers at all, and I don't have the greatest eyes. So as you can see here, we do have the end of verse references, so that is kind of nice that it does have that. This Bible also does have red letter, so we're going to take a peek at that now. You'll see it does come with one black ribbon marker. Not the greatest, but at least it comes with one. Some of them don't, and I did not have that in the right spot for our red letter. Let's get to a red letter section. So you can see that that is a good red letter. It's very consistent. From looking at it, I don't see any highs and lows at all as far as any of it in any sections of the New Testament being darker or lighter than another. So they did do a really good job with it. It appears a little bit darker on the camera versus the naked eye, but I do like a red letter Bible. Some people don't, but I've really grown to like it. we're going to go and show you some of the other features of this little Bible, which has quite a few, considering it's just a tiny $15 little compact Bible. So here we have the Holman CSB bullet notes. So if you wanted to pause and read that, I'll pause there for just a moment for you if you wanted to take a peek at that. So they do have several pages of those bullet notes. It also does have a few pages of weights and measures. If I can get it here. So there are a few pages for the weights and measures, and it might be spread out in a few pages because this is a very small Bible. So then you do have the where to turn. And this, I think this is pretty cool because this pertains to pretty much all of us. I mean, there's so many different things in here that you can look at, like, as you can see on here, like when you're lonely, when you sin, when you're blue, when you're discouraged, when you're bored. And it gives you the different verses to go to and also the page numbers. So that is pretty nice. So like when you're sick or feel weak, when you're feeling bitter, when someone has wronged you. So a lot of good things in here, which is very pertinent to our day and age. So I think pretty much everybody could use that and get something from it. So here we have titles of Jesus. So it does give you these, quite a few of the different ones, which is pretty neat. I do like that. I don't know if this is just something that the CSB does. That I'm not sure, but I don't know that I've seen that in a lot of my Bibles. So here we have the Messianic Scriptures that Jesus fulfilled. It gives you the prophecy, the Old Testament references, and the New Testament references. So that's pretty neat. So I give you a nice little breakdown of different things to look at, which is pretty cool. And you do have a small topical concordance. So I mean, it's not huge, but it does have one. So you do have several pages of the concordance. And then we get into the 8 full color maps. And these maps are the typical Holman maps, which most of you, I'm sure, are probably familiar with them. I have a lot of Holman Bibles. They all pretty much seem to have these same maps. And there are 8 of them. So it is nice to have maps. I do like to look at those. So again, you've got that same tooled edge around the perimeter. You can kind of see the texture of this bonded leather there. And I really like that it is not, doesn't feel brittle. Like some bondeds, I feel like I'm going to break them if I open them up or if I bend them at all. And this one doesn't feel like that at all. I mean, it's pretty bendable. And I don't feel like I'm going to hurt it at all. So I'm going to tuck this ribbon away and we'll look at the gilding. So this Bible does have the gold gilding. They did it very nice. You can see how the light hits that. It is very shiny. I think Holman always does a good job on their gilding. It is nice. I like something with gilding. I don't like just the plain white page edges because I feel that this does protect it. So I do like that. So the dimensions on this little Bible, it is 4.5 by 6 by 1.25 inches. And sorry if you couldn't really see that. So again, we have 6 inches by 4.5 inches by 1.25. So nice little hand-sized Bible, easy to pack around. Great to either throw in your purse, throw in your glove box, this is small enough that it would probably fit in a lot of men's jacket pockets and probably pants pockets. So it is a nice size to keep on you, keep with you, so you always have the word, which is nice. And this is the one that really got me to really enjoy the HCSB translation. When I first got it and I flipped to John 3:16, let me see if I can get to that real quick. Trying to hold the camera with one hand and flip to it. So let's see if I can get this on here. So in this one it shows, "For God loved the world in this way, he gave his one and only Son, so that everyone who believes in him will not perish but have eternal life." So to me that was a little bit different in the way that they worded that, how they say, "For God loved the world in this way." So when I first got this one, when it first came in the mail, I went right to this verse, seen that, wasn't really sure about it. And then I had it in my car, and on one of my lunch breaks one day, I pulled it out and started reading it, and I really began to like this translation. I really enjoy it. So I've since purchased multiple ones in this one, some bigger size, like just a large print personal size. I've also got a giant print in the genuine leather that's got the raised hubs and had my name put on it. So I do like this translation, and I've given a lot of this translation away as gifts. So if you haven't checked out the HCSB, now is a really good time, because now that the CSB is out, you can pick up the HCSBs for just amazing prices. So check out christianbook.com. You can check out Lifeway, some other sellers, maybe find some on Amazon or eBay, but you can get them for a great price right now. And this little one, I have really liked it. So this is the one that got me to fall in love with that translation. It's not my main translation. I kind of flip around. I use them all. I use this one. I use a CSB, the NASB, the King James, the New King James, the ESV. I like them all. I love the Bible, and I can't get enough of it. So anyway, just wanted to show you this nice little hand-sized compact, in case you were looking for something maybe to throw in your purse, a glove box. Just a great little pack-around Bible. And I've had it now for about a year and a half, and it has held up really well. And this bonded is not like any bonded that I've seen. I mean, I was surprised how flexible that is, and it's not brittle, which I really like it. So I'm going to show you the box one more time. So again, there's your box. Get you another quick shot of that ISBN number. And this one at the time was $14.97.